Hello, I am Dr. Dave Dolan, and I was a friend of Steve's the last 5 years of his life. He was a great friend and mentor, and I have been working to fund and build a memorial to him ever since he left us. There have been some bumps in the road, but I think that we are finally ready to proceed. Here's what we have planned. Most of you knew Steve as a musician, or even a teacher. But one of his main interests was birdwatching. He shared that passion with others, especially new and young birders. Anybody who knew Steve knew that he pursued excellence in most of what he did. Birdwatching was no exception. He and 2 other birders set the Idaho state record for most birds seen in a 24-hour period. He and I traveled all over Texas to see birds. That was our passion. We once drove all the way to Big Bend to find a bird that was being seen there. That was 10 hours each way. He found the bird before I had even gotten out of the car. This is a picture of it. He was a guide who showed others where to look and what they could find, most of the time without compensation. He was well respected within the birding community. He became active in the Texas Ornithological Society, or TOS. He is pictured here with me and Braun, a dear friend who worked with Steve and the young birders. Eventually, he was elected president of TOS, and his term ran out about a year before he passed. When he died, the response was significant, as was indicated on the pages of the TOS newsletter. I was asked to write something, and this pretty much sums up what I thought about him. So when the shock of his passing wore off, I decided that I wanted to do something for Steve to be remembered. After talking to people at TOS, we decided to raise funds to build something in Steve's name. Originally, we hoped to rename one of the TOS's properties and build a platform or something similar with a plaque about him. Things changed and we had to come up with different options. Eventually, we decided that something would be done in Hooks Woods, one of the properties owned by TOS in High Island. The following slides will show you where it is. Just look at the red flab on the maps. As you can see, the marker is on the coastline northeast of Galveston and southeast of Anahuac, on the base of the Bolivar Peninsula. Hook Woods is in the southern section of the town of High Island, just south of First Street off of Texas 124. As you can see, Hooks Woods is just that, a wooded sanctuary. This sanctuary is world-renowned, and people travel from all over the world to see the spectacle of spring migration in High Island. Steve deserves to be remembered in a place such as this, and I want to make it something he would be proud of. While down in the Rio Grande Valley, I came across this blind at Estero Llano Grande, another world-famous bird sanctuary. There was a nice water feature on the other side of the windows, and you could look and even photograph the birds at a fairly close distance. I immediately thought of Steve's memorial and knew that with some changes it would work in Hooks Woods. I chose to remove the roof to allow more light and air into the environment. I added another wall of windows and narrowed the blind to fit the property. The project has been accepted by the TOS leadership, and we will be building it as soon as we get the finances straightened away. Here is what we currently have to work with: a 5-foot walkway leading to a 10-foot by 10-foot deck with benches facing the wrong direction. Here is the area just beyond the deck, which will be part of the new expansion. These are the current plans. The yellow path with the red dots will not be replaced. The yellow deck with the green dots will be replaced with a new composite material which will last for a very long time. Instead of the 10 by 10 deck, it will be replaced with a 12-foot by 30-foot deck, with the walls being 6-foot tall by 6-foot wide sections. The 10 gray benches will face 10 different water features. This is an outside view of the front and right side walls. The left wall will be a mirrored image of the right wall. The orange slats will open and close to allow the bird watchers to look at the birds while hiding. Here is a mock-up of what the sign outside of the blind will look like. Here are a couple pictures of Steve on our last birding trip together. I just wanted to point out his attire. Payback for making fun of my white socks. So if you see nothing from this picture, you can see the white socks on me. I was out taking pictures of the sunset in Big Bend, and between the two of us, we had quite an attire. Of course, this was in the middle of August in West Texas, so we did what we could to stay comfortable. So Steve is no longer with us to share the good times, but I say, gone but not forgotten. Here are some of the birds that you could expect to see at Hooks Woods. Mark has chosen for you to see this video so that you can help to make Steve's memorial a reality and not just a 7-year plan. I will be in charge of making sure that the money is used for this project. If we have extra, I will try to set up a permanent webcam so that people all over the world can see the birds at Steve's memorial. He really liked introducing birding to new people, and this would be a great way to do it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call at my office. I own Creekside Animal Hospital, 281-351-8387. Again, my name is Dr. David Dolan, and I'm hoping to get this project finished within the next few weeks. Thank you so much.